Hi friends, it's Julia, and today I'm sharing my Out with the Old and Layout share for my February 2020 Counterfeit Kit Challenge Kit. Yes, 2020. So this kit was based on the Très Jolie kit from November 2019 and the Prima d'Arcel, maybe is the name of the kit, or the Très Jolie is the name of the kit. I'm not sure. You can find the information over at the Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog. They do have links to all of the old kits. Anyway, what I had pulled in from my stash was this Simple Pleasures kit by Close to My Heart, and that was the base of my kit. It's an old kit. The paper was very thin, almost like typing paper. Plus I had some other papers that were part of the kit. Back in the day they used to do like a level 1 and a level 2. Level 1 I think was already, or was just the paper kit, and level 2 was where they partially did the pages for you and you just had to come in and add some embellishments and other things. So anyway, that's where I started. I still have a few sheets left over, but it's done enough that I'm going to call it good. These are my leftover packaging, what's left of what I used up, and there's a lot of carrier sheets for enamel dots, pearls, bling, that kind of thing, because I had pulled in my leftovers from a couple of color bins and used those up. So those will go into the trash. As far as paper goes, I have a lot left. I had started with the kits and then I added a ton in as well. I think I had a total of 24 12 by 12 sheets, and then I did add in a 6 by 6 paper pad and a 4.5 by 6.5 paper pad to this. I don't think I did it when I initially built the kit, but I did it later. So here's what I have. I did a layout with tons of hexagons, or these are actually octagons that I created. Anywho, full-size paper sheets, I have 3. I have a craft color and I have these two. And you can see just how thin that paper is. So yeah, I don't know exactly if I'm going to throw those away or put them into my do not want bin. I don't know. These are all of the embellishments that came along with that kit. There were multiple sticker sheets that I had in the level 1 and the level 2, and you can see one of them had an alphabet, and I can't remember if it had 2 alphabets or just 1, and then I got a second one. So anywho, this is what I have left over of those. Some of these may go into my stash to use with other Close to My Heart. They may go right out. As far as embellishments go, I did go into my color bins and I pulled out a ton of supplies there. These are twines that I have left over, and that's crochet string. So I have all 3 of those and this left over, and I think I used all of them at some point. I did add in sequins, gold and red, and I didn't use them too very much. I think maybe once. I added a ton of washi tape in all different colors, mostly reds and browns, but that's what I have left over. And then I added in these old paper tapes from Basic Gray from forever ago. Color bin wise, I have this stuff to go back into my blue color bin, cream and beige tone. I have all of these supplies, lots of journaling spots, notebook pages, that kind of things. Then there's flowers, corners, previous things that I've stamped and punched out. Brown, same deal. I have some titles, I have photo corners, things that I have punched out, previously stamped and cut out. There's buttons down there. The red color bin, I have some flowers and some more title things, photo corners. There's some chipboard. I had some red paper clips. I had some brads left. Those are from my stash, as are these. Those will go back into my stash to use at a different time. And I had a pink doily. I think I probably had that in my red color bin and pulled it out so that if I didn't get it used, then I would put it back in pink instead of leaving it in red. So that's what I have for that. Bling wise, I have all of these left over. I did not touch this set, and I can't remember if I used this row here on this kit or if I used it on a previous kit or a previous layout. I don't know. Then I have these, and I used all of these multiple times, plus I used all of my leftovers as well. I think I have a few leftovers in the red. Yeah, these will go back into my color bin, my red color bin. Those are the leftovers that I had in there. I used everything else that I had. Sticker wise, I had pulled in these Jenny Boleyn. These are, I don't know from where, and I think I used one or two from here. Same with all of these. I used a little bit off each sheet, but I still have a ton to go back into my stash. I'm not done playing with them at this point in life. I feel like there's still more potential to use in the future. So all of those will go back. These are stickers, and I think I used at least one from, there's 2 sheets in here. Both are partial, and so I used some there. These rub-ons, I used a few of those. I did not use these butterflies. I did use the alphabet that I put in there. I can't remember if I put it in there initially or if I added it at a later date. But yeah, I got a ton of use out of that. I had several of these big gold doilies, and I have one left. Here's some bling that I have left over. I used half of this pack of this border bling. Can you see that? Anywho, I have cream and beige borders, and then I had this pack of craft borders, color ready craft borders from Close to My Heart, and I did use several pieces from that. These are rub-ons that I think I may have used one, maybe, I'm not 100% certain. I did use quite a few of these epoxy words and shapes. I did use a couple of these stickers, and I did use this at least once, this sticker sheet, and that's it as far as supplies left. So a lot of this stuff will go back into my stash. There are some things that I'm debating on if I'm going to keep or if I'm going to throw out or get rid of or put in my do not want bin. So I'll make that decision as I'm putting things away. And yeah. But I feel like this kit, even though I still have some solid sheets of paper left, I feel like this kit is killed. Let me show you the layouts that I created. I did create 10 layouts as part of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Round 7. So you can see all of the process videos, if you will, for these layouts over on my YouTube channel on the playlist called hashtag 30DSCBL7. So this is the first one, and on this one the sketch, I don't remember who the sketch was by, but yeah, you can see I used a ton of product on this one. Have Fun with Grumpy is my title. I used the doily. I used another doily here and a third doily here. I used lots of washi tape and paper tapes, lots of the 6x6 paper pad. And I think I already, well, I know I did. I already put the 6x6 and the 4.5 by 6.5 pads up. The 4.5 by 6.5 pad was from Stampin' Up, and then the other one I believe was KI Memories for these tones. This is the second layout, and you can see this one was great because I had added wooden frames in to my kit, and the sketch actually called for using wooden frames or frames in general, and I was able to get 4 of those used. I think the original sketch was for 5 layouts or 5 frames, and I modified it to do 4. So there's where I used that larger alphabet, and then I used a couple of smaller alphabets, more of the washi tape and borders and things down here, rub-ons all across here, used the pearls, used washi tape, had a good time creating these and using a lot of the old product that I had. This is the third layout. And the beauty of this one is that I was able to get some stitching done on this layout. I don't always do stitching anymore because it can be kind of time consuming, and when you have time constraints in what you're doing, when you're doing a layout every day for a project and you have to get it done that day or the day before for it to post, you need to be quick about things, and stitching is not a quick process. So on some of those that I did some stitching, I was able to get those done on the weekend, or I think I did some faux stitching on one or two as well, but I didn't do much stitching. So anyway, this is one. I was able to use one of those old frames that I had added into the kit, and I will put a link to the kit, the original counterfeit kit that I made, so that you can see those, all the contents of the kit if you want to go back and have a look-see. I love looking at these and seeing all the old product. This is my oddball one. It is so different from the others, you know, but I love it. I love how it came out. I love that all the product was there. I hate the fact that I did not line these up to look like they were puzzle pieced together. I just lined them up straight across the page because, yeah, that's what I did. But it's done. It's a done layout, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. So anyway, I used lots of those epoxy pieces with phrases, used lots of washi tape, used a large alphabet that I had added into the kit. I think I already put it away because it's not in the kit now. Anywho, lots of bling, lots of stuff on these layouts, and I love that. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know I am embellishment heavy. I like to embellish a lot. This is the 5th layout, and you can see I used one of those notebook pages along here to create this border. I used lots of the 6x6 pages in the background. I used lots of ephemera, stickers, you name it. Photo corners. Oh, and Brad's. This is layout number 6, again, with the stitching down the side. Love how this one came out. I remember on this one, I took a piece of the journal spot, like here, where I cut this bottom piece off. Well, I cut the bottom piece off, and then I cut the top piece off because I wanted this ruffled border. And so I just put this washi tape and paper tape in between them to mimic the feel of a solid sheet, a solid piece down here. But yeah, love how these sketches stretched my imagination and my creativity, because these are not ones that I would have come up, I wouldn't have chosen these sketches. And so when you do stuff like that, and this is layout number 7, when you use things that aren't normally in your wheelhouse to use, it really stretches you and makes you more cognizant of trying something different. So anywho, and I love this one because I was able to use these 4 or 5 pieces from a kit that I had made back in 2004 when I was doing a lot of swapping. And I held on to my portion of it and was finally able to use it on this layout. So, and again, there is a process video for all of these videos over on my playlist. This one, gotta love it. I love being able to use so many of the embellishments. That's, I think, the one and only time I used a paper clip, and I used Brad's on this one. Shoveling snow in shorts. Why? Yeah, love that. Love that I was able to create that title, because, yeah, the question is why? I don't know. Anywho, this is number 9. This paper, even though it has a very vintage feel, it still has a feel that you can bring it to the present and make it work. Like here with these photos of a snowstorm and then the aftermath of the snowstorm with the blues and just the feel of the background, you can make it work. And I love being able to do that with some of my older papers. And this is the 10th layout that I made, and this is the last one. The sketch for this one was a little bit hinky because it had a big triangle shaped paper cut in the background, and when I did this I went too low. I should have brought it up higher, but for whatever reason I didn't, and when it stuck down, because this paper, the pattern paper, is like typing paper, there's no pulling it back up without tearing it completely to bits and pieces. So yeah, I worked with what I had. Here I did a lot of layering in the background. I used another of those old frames. There's some leftover paper in the background. There's one of those journal spots. And this is actually packaging from the back of one of the rub-on selections in the kit. So yeah, I was glad to get that little bit because I saved that to use because I liked it so well. Do you guys do that? Do you save your packaging to use? Yeah, and I can tell you this piece right here, this leatherette looking piece, has been in my stash for probably 20 years. Yeah, it's forever old. So there are the 10 layouts that I created with this kit. This kit is officially done. I'll be breaking it down, and like I said, I will be pulling out those pieces that I will put into my stash, and those pieces that I will be getting rid of. So anyway, I appreciate you being here, and I hope this inspires you to get into your stash and pull something out and to create something. And I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.